Okay, I've done 50 videos pointing out that she's stealing content. Right, do I need... I better do another one. Oh no, she's turned up at my house. If it was like, I hate this aggressive Turkish with all of my being and all of my fiber. So I'm going to do everything I can to point out every mistake and that she makes for the rest of her career. I'd be like, okay, I can get on board with that. Well, at least you're being honest about it. Move on to another prior drama where I think a similar thing happened, okay?
Beep, beep, beep. We have a big ol' update.
Because I remember when I covered this, and I was quite a lot smaller than I am now, I think. I think I had like, what, 500 or 600 viewers total, I think. It was back in 2023, I think. And I covered this Jacksfilms Sniperwolf stuff when Sniperwolf went to Jacksfilms' house and posted a picture of it on Instagram. And I said that, look, obviously completely unacceptable behavior to have done that. And Sniperwolf deserves heavy criticism for having done so. But there was this like absurd downplaying of what Jacksfilms was up to, and it was like acting like, oh, he's just criticizing her, and this is, it's like, no, he created a whole channel to endlessly talk about what a shit reactor she was. Which, fine, if you want to do that, then the consequence shouldn't be that someone shows up to your house, and it's not to justify it. It's just like people were acting like Jacksfilms was just an innocent critic on the internet, and it's like, no, he was being a bit fucking deranged himself about it, you know. So yeah, and also there was this push for him to be punished for Sniperwolf to be punished for material she'd posted on Instagram on YouTube. And it's like, that's a very, you're creating a rod for your own back if you're pushing for someone to be punished for off-platform behavior, like, you know. But there was this big push that, you know, she should be punished on YouTube for what she did on Instagram. And it's like, eventually she received some level of punishment. I wasn't against her receiving some penalty. But how do I make it was all focused on YouTube rather than Instagram, where the crime happened. But anyway, nonetheless, it's in the past now. I think we've moved forward and people have got a greater understanding of this. And are willing to be a bit more permissive of, yeah, Jacksfilms is not quite how he was painting himself to be at the time. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat, by the way. Dude, this is actually true. The funniest part of this is where Vito was white knighting Sniperwolf on Twitter and telling someone he could defend her doxing him morally. Yeah, and then Vito was crying like a little fucking bitch when that nutter went to his house. Do you remember? Dude. Like, bro, what planet are you on that you're going to defend what Sniperwolf did? And then when it happens to you, it's like, oh no, actually it's really bad when someone comes to your house, isn't it? So stupid, man. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm sure I'm oversimplifying it. There's probably a more complex argument you could make, but that was my rough understanding of it. Anyway, nonetheless, apparently Sniperwolf is good now. And so as a nice little wrap-up to having previously spoken about this, I thought we'd have a little butchers at this. You know that drama looped again 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I saw that, oh, what's that weird porno account woman that gets pissed on? What's her name? Minty Boobs or something. Mint Salad, that's it, isn't it? Autistic Boobs is a Twitter handle, I think. But she was, dude. Well, something was posted, and I don't really understand what was going on, but I just kind of saw it in passing, essentially. But then it reminded me, isn't Mint Salad the person who did porn with that Riley guy, and Queeman and J-Stalk were in a Discord call watching it together? And we're discussing rating and talking about the length of Riley's penis to what, from what I understand, was great pleasure and interest. I might be overstating it a bit, but that's the way that I heard it told to me. But yeah, this autistic booze person is like, I don't know, dude. She used to follow me on Twitter, so I followed her back. And she always posted like these weird porno-esque things. And then she unfollowed me, so I unfollowed her. I don't know why she followed me in the first place.
This just reminds me of Jordan Shanks getting his house firebombed. Jordan is more sanguine about that than Jack being doxxed.
Thank you for the super chats. But then I saw like this video that was posted about her. I can't remember where I saw it. But like, she was at this hotel or something. and Riley had played some prank on her, and she was freaking out tremendously about it, and like she clearly has like got a couple of screws loose or something. And there were these posts like, oh, could someone go and check? Or it was something else maybe. In any case, there's always this concern for her. Like, could someone look out for her? Can someone check in on her? And it's like, well, is she an adult? Is she like an adult woman or not? Why does she need a fucking carer? The fuck is that about? Why does she need someone to look after her? Is she like incapable of looking out for herself or something? Well, if that's the case, it seems a bit weird, all this shit that's going on with her. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked, but yeah, I just noted that recently. Let's see what... Beep, 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 beep. Little update, guys. Sniper Wolf update.
Beep, beep, beep. We have a big ol' update, and I hope you're seated for this. Some of you may remember YouTuber SSSniperwolf. Some of you have also alerted me in the comments of my Jacksfilms videos that she's gotten better as a reactor, and she's saying more. That's terrific. That's great. So I randomly clicked on one of her more recent videos, specifically cool things you've never seen before on the internet, uploaded on April 5th of this year. And I swear to you, it was a random choice. It was like, let's see this. I watched a little, and then something caught my eye. Maybe it'll catch yours. Let's see. And I swear to you, like, I stumbled upon this. This was literally like the first video that I like clicked on her channel, just to be like, all right, let's see if she's actually doing any better. Let's see what better looks like. This video, as you'll see, is 8 minutes and 28 seconds long.
Policing TikTok reactors, man. It's bizarre that this ever caught on as a thing that people were interested in assessing and looking at, you know? And it's like, this started off, the first point of this starting off was, you know, Sniper Wolf's a bad reactor. And then it ended up with slop commentary channels repeating claims that she DMCA'd someone when she hadn't, you know? I don't even like Sniper Wolf, man. She's a crazy Turkish bitch. But I just hate that these fucking commentary videos about her are so stupid much of the time. And there's this massive overfocus placed on how much one should care about how she reacts to TikTok videos.
Remember that, please. We're going to go to 129. No, we're not doing bingo with this. We're not doing bingo with this. We're taking a little bingo break just so I can go through this very important update. And if you're a creator, you're going to fucking love this. I need you to open your eyes and your ear holes, okay?
Or they would just break their leg. Incredible. You know, there are several...
Up. 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 Hey, did anyone see or notice something a little fucky? Here, I'll let you watch again. In case you missed it.
There they would disappear. Or they would just break their leg. Incredible. You know, there are several...
Interesting. Seems like something.
Before he says it, what was it? Does anyone in chat see it? Slop channels love to make a guerrillian videos about women being semi-annoying online. That's the most pro-woman take you'll hear from me all year. Dude, honestly, you know... I've stated my position on women many times, right? But it's like, you know, woman does some trivial, mildly annoying thing on the internet, and there's like a bunch of channels that have made a video about it, and then on top of that, there's all the people in the comments that are like, yeah, she's such a bitch, man. It's like, bro, what did she even do that was that crazy? You know? Just, I mean, I get it, right? I mean, I feel like when I covered the Pokemon cookies thing, and there was some criticism due for Pokemon, definitely. You know, I think she was trying to act like she hadn't just spat out some white label trash and was selling it for overpriced amounts or something like that. And she was coping about it being actually like, oh yeah, no, this is actually a really serious thing that we're doing here. This is actually a very serious, you know, cookie thing, and we're custom building these cookies, and we put these vitamin C in it and stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, she's obviously a fucking little bit of a wretched lying woman or whatever, but it just gets overstated and spun out into these absurd narratives. It's like, oh my god, stop making me want to instinctively defend a woman because you're just taking it to an extreme, you know, something like that, something along those lines. Anyway, nonetheless, we're getting distracted. Come on, let's find out what this thing was.
Got cut out. certainly not the first time we've seen such an instance happen on SSSniperwolf's channel. Let's go back to that clip. Oh, interesting. This is the deleted part, by the way. The thing that we get like 3 frames of before beep from TikToker James_Danmark. Now, what's interesting, remember this recognizable outfit. Remember this very unique outfit because the thumbnail of the Sniperwolf video is that outfit right there in the thumbnail. So this video got completely removed. Interesting. What else is interesting was that I found a comment in the comment section from someone. So we're not going to talk about how the video ends at 9 minutes and 11 seconds. Well, that's interesting because this video isn't 9 minutes and 11 seconds. It's 8 minutes and 28 seconds. So one video has already been cut out. Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if a second video were cut out of this exact video? You don't think, right? That would be crazy. That would be a little egregious. There's no chance that a second video... A second video has been cut out from the SSSniperwolf video. So let's go to 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
Everyone was so mad about this at the time. I just... Right? Am I insane? Wasn't there like this massive backlash against Sniperwolf for... I mean, I guess maybe she was doing super lazy reacts or something, so there was some justification for being a bit critical of it. But the level of like anger and attention this got... I don't know, man. I'm trying to remember what I think my broad take was, yeah, this seems like she's a lazy reactor, so be it. But like, Jacksfilms is kind of a pussy. I don't know, something like that, I think. But I don't know, man. It just seems so overdone.
Seconds. Use your peepers.
Dude, you know, all of us have that friend that does the really good voice impressions.
Yeah, Brock Baker. That's my friend.
Jack's point is that she's stealing content. That's it. Yeah, well, that is obviously why you need to make an entire channel originally solely dedicated to pointing that out again and again and again. Okay, I've done 50 videos pointing out that she's stealing content. Right, do I need... I better do another one. Oh no, she's turned up at my house. Why not? Well, the obvious point that I'm making is that it is an excessive and overstated response to the issue. Right? And it's an overdone response to the concern and the problem. You know, and the thing is, I'm not the arbiter of what is too much or what is too little, right? Make as much fucking content as you want about a shitter if you really are that bothered about it.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Jacksfilms hates women, wow.
Thank you for the $5. But it's like, you know, I'm not the arbiter of that. To me, it just seems bizarre that you dedicate an entire channel to one person because they're not reacting to TikToks adequately, you know? Oh my God, you people are so fucking annoying. Jack wants to see the change. He's doing something about it. People watch him. What's the problem, Chud? The problem is he's a gay loser, okay? That's the problem. Is that simple enough for you? What's the problem if people like watching this content? I'm calling him a gay loser, okay? That is what is happening here. It's very simple, but you don't seem to understand it.
Who does the good voice impressions?
And then there's this girl. She's so talented. I was not expecting the voice to do that. The line was...
What? Where did the girl with the voice impressions go? I promise you, I'm not cutting out any context. There's no like, oh, you have to go before. Nope.
And also, I wouldn't even care that much about him being a gay loser, really, or whatever. There's lots of gay losers on the internet, okay? It's when Sniperwolf turned up into his house, he completely downplayed the nature of what he was doing, and everyone else did as well. And I think it was horrendous for Sniperwolf to do that and totally unacceptable behavior. But everyone was acting like he's just a critic when he's like set up an entire channel dedicated to A-logging every aspect of a React content. Do you know what I mean? It's like this total downplaying of it. Rather than being real about it and being like, yeah, it's obviously bad to do that. But we can be real that Jacksfilms was quite extreme in how much he was talking about Sniperwolf.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Half of it is just reaction content. This guy is insane now and was insane when he was obsessing over her a few years ago. Also, His reaction to her going to his house was homosexual.
Thank you for the
Okay,
super
that's
chat,
wonderful.
fuck.
But how
Thank
do I
you.
make money off depressed people?
I refuse to believe that any YouTube has morals. Let's get real. Jack is doing this for an easy payday. If he was just honest about it, it'd be less gay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing with this channel is when Sniperwolf rocked up at his house, he basically... Oh my god. He basically did this thing where he's like, oh, I don't know what to do with this channel now, I'll make it positive. And then I think that lasted for a little while, and then he went back to, you know, going after fucking XQC and shit. Yeah, look. These are where he was like, this is what kind of clues me in a bit to make me think, is this guy genuinely for this cause, or is this just a money spinner for him and he's trying to act like it's not and it's a noble cause? Because to me, it looks like he said, oh, Sniperwolf came to my house, I don't want to do this anymore, I need to be careful. And then he does these videos where he's like being positive and crediting the creators and stuff like that. But then he doesn't really get that many views on it. He gets like 200k, 100 and 200k views, etc. And so on. And then he goes back to, boom. Yeah, we're mocking XQC for not reacting to a fucking, 8-second meme or something. Dude, that was the level it got to in this XQC video. Clearly just targeting an unpopular person when it comes to react content and being like, oh, XQC, didn't really note down much of a reaction time to that little clip that you just watched. Bad react alerts. And then he's now seemingly, like, he's Sniperwolf's being brought back into it. This guy steals content because he's Jesus. I mean, dude, it just seems obvious that he went back to the going after the bad reactors because it's a little juicy little money spinner for him. But, maybe I'm being too cynical. You make your own mind up.
Again.
All of us have that friend that does the really good voice impressions.
Totally.
And then there's this girl. She's
Show
so
us.
talented. I was not expecting the voice to do that. The line was...
There's no talented friend there. They gone. They got clipped out. This is still the same video, by the way. I didn't switch up videos. This is the same SSSniperwolf video. 2 clips cut out. Why am I showing you this? That means that potentially, allegedly, the original creators of the original videos that this person is reacting to, well, those original creators were like, nope, this isn't good enough. And they claimed it back to the point where SSS and or her team had to remove the videos, or
Right.
YouTube did. There was a removal somewhere, likely brought upon by the original creators themselves.
Right, I think that what Jack is saying is that, yeah, there was some sort of copyright claim or something that led to him removing it from the video. So, I mean, that I thought would be I mean, I don't know what his take is, maybe we'll get to it, but to me it's like, well, that is the system that we would want, I would have thought. Because if people are copyright claiming TikToks from videos they don't think are adequately reacting, then that would seem like a positive.
Okay,
Which
that's
means
wonderful. But how
whatever
do I make
Sniperwolf is
money
saying
off depressed people?
isn't transformative enough. Surely this wouldn't happen a third time.
Thank you very much for the super chat. He got mogged on X for going after a shitter VTuber, did he? I vaguely remember seeing something about that. Also, I don't know if we can say that definitively it wasn't transformative enough without watching the footage. Because it could be that someone just filed a claim, and rather than file a counter notification, they just cut it out of the video because they don't care that much about the video, it being in the video, right? Like if there's a choice between potentially opening yourself up to copyright litigation versus just clipping it out and the video can stay up and you still make all the ad money off of it, maybe they just took that option because it was easier.
In the same video. That's impossible. Once is enough. Twice is egregious. There's no chance in hell that there are 3 such instances in one single recent SSSniperwolf video that I literally randomly happened upon. There's absolutely no... Again? Really? That's just careless. So now we're gonna fast forward to 7 minutes. And there's some weird fuckery that happens here.
I have never wanted to know the answer to something more.
Okay, So we're about to watch a fan possibly cut a pizza being used as like a giant pizza slicer. Just for context, that's important.
Like, you're almost there. Maybe he realized it could never. Final answer. That thing looked like it was made in a lab.
What?
I had to Google this. Kangaroo mouse.
What happened there? Like, I'm not crazy, right?
I think Jack is annoyed in this video that people were saying she's better now, and he's doing this to point out that she's the same as she was. Okay. Glad I know. I'm glad I've got updated on how bad Sniper Wolf is. Going to make sure to really make a note of that. I'm noting that down somewhere.
Again, we're going from, will this fan cut a pizza into slices, and then we move on to a mouse, a kangaroo mouse or whatever?
I have never wanted to know the answer to something more. Like, you're almost there. Maybe he realized it could never. Final answer. That thing looked like it was made in a lab. I had to Google this. Kangaroo mouse.
That's a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. That is a thrice removed hat trick here in a single Sniper Wolf video, which is almost
I appreciate his level of hate. Do you know what? I'd agree with you if it was framed as hate. If it was like, I fucking hate this aggressive Turkish whore with all of my being and all of my fibre that I've got. So I'm going to do everything I can to point out every mistake and fuck up that she makes for the rest of her career. I'd be like, okay, I can get on board with that. Well, at least you're being honest about it. Fair enough. Have at it. Go crazy. But the problem is he doesn't do that, and he acts like he's doing everyone a favour by endlessly pointing out how bad a reactor Sniper Wolf is, and it just feels dishonest to me. But anyway, listen, if you're a Jacksfilms fan, I know there's some out there, okay? Chud does not understand this is what gay hate looks like. Okay. He's not gay, though. He's got a wife, hasn't he?
impressive, actually. So yeah, just a reminder to all the people,
that's wonderful.
to all the people
But how
who
do
are
I make
saying, like, you know,
money off
hey,
depressed people?
The longer I look at Jack, the better your hairline looks in comparison.
Yeah, that's why I like to watch Jack's films, because, you know, I can go, look, it could be worse, guys. Could be worse.
Jacksfilms gotten a lot better. You know, she really took your advice. My argument is that she didn't and isn't and will never. Because we have 3 clip removals in one fucking video. And that just further...
Buzz! 3 clip removal alert! 3 clip removal... Bzzz, 3 clip removal alert! Sound the alarms! Sound the alarms! Watch out, guys!
Proves my point.
Okay,
if
that's
you are a
wonderful.
content
But how do I make
creator
money
and some
off depressed
big
people?
reactor is reacting to
Thank
your
you, Gabe,
content
for
in
the
a way
super
that
chat.
you don't feel is transformative, doesn't matter how small you are and how big they are, you can always claim it back. 3 freaking people did for one SSSniperwolf video. And that's a beautiful thing. This is a giant win and a giant W for...
Honestly,
Okay, that's wonderful.
I don't
But
see
do
how
I
it
make
is.
money off depressed people.
Jacksfilms is gayer than the Shennis Chud was chasing a few years ago.
Indeed, an Austrian painter, very true. Thank you for the 333. Because once it's in the video, what value... I mean, it's one of those situations where it's kind of in there, so you might as well just leave it, and maybe some people come and check you out. Because by forcing them to excise it from the video, you're not then going to get the views that the Sniper Wolf would have otherwise got. It's like, it's a different... Like, to me, it just feels like cutting off your nose to spite your face, because there could potentially be some people coming over, assuming you're at whatever is in the video. Like, what? I don't really see how it's a win.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how
What's
do
the
I
win
make
here for
money
the
off
TikToker?
depressed people?
McBeag became a member. McBeag celebrates 7 months of membership. We need Jacksfilms to review Dark Viper's react to GTA 6 trailer. World collide and gets Thanos snapped.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, obviously Dark Viper does come to mind a bit when you talk about React content. But yeah, it was actually my reaction to Dark Viper talking about Jacksfilms that fucking caused him to send that DMCA to me. Funnily enough. But anyway, yeah, I'd heard he reacted to the trailer. The thing is trailers actually are just as copyright protected as any other piece of media. It's just that generally speaking, that you're not going to get clapped for watching a trailer. But they could do in theory if they wanted to. All you need to know about Jacksfilms is that Dark Viper supports him. Okay. Anyway, what I was going to say something I forgot.
Creators like me, and for any creators watching, I would like to cheer.
No, I didn't see his reaction. I saw a few people mention it on Twitter or something, but I don't know, dude. Honestly, Dark Viper is like in the past for me. It's old news. He's off. I mean, he's probably gonna be extremely excited when GTA 6 comes out. I might even play it on stream. I'm thinking about playing GTA 6 on stream, but I'm a little bit concerned about endlessly throwing myself into, open world games. I think it's a bit of a issue that I might never finish any of them because I never seem to.
Here's any creators watching this tonight. ReactBot, what's your take on this hat trick of clip removals? Catch my downvote. Beautifully said, bucko. Thus ends another beep beep update. Credit the creators. And speaking of, our new weekly newsletter called Credit the Creators has started, and it kind of rocks. Over 15,000 of you have already subscribed.
Oh my God,
if you missed the first one, subscribe today so you get the next one in your
Bro, I'm not going to watch that. I've already got a reaction to it on the channel if you want to see it, right? But Sam Hyde was so on the money with this guy when it's like, the minutia of like YouTube, the esoteric thing of YouTube toings and froings, that like any normal viewer should not give two fucks about Credit the Creator. Credit the Creator is something that, it's like a trade interest essentially. It's like caring about the default, how long screws are or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like not really something that as a viewer should really be of relevance or interest to you, because it's only of interest if you are, in the business of dealing with IP, watching others' IP, your own IP, whatever. But he kind of makes it the viewer's problem by talking, oh, we got a thing, credit the creators now. And it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe it's to do with more showing creators that people don't know about, fair enough. But the actual underlying pinning of it being about React content and shit like that to this level, just, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like not something that is really of concern to viewers to that degree. But, I mean, listen, I'm sure some people are getting credit and you're finding new content creators. Fair enough. Good luck to you. But yeah, the whole thing is just a bit gay because he's a gay loser. Anyway, there's a bingo night too.
This Friday. We feature a creator every week, and then you all get to vote on next week's featured creator. Click the link below.
Oh my
Turkish
God,
woman. It does nothing for creativity or commentary online anti-content.
Thank you, Spencer, for the super chat.
Below to subscribe. It takes you all of 10 seconds.
Okay, so that was the prelude to the actual video that I was more interested in that he's released. And I've had a number of people recommend this video to me.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Jacksfilms has the cadence of a gay guy who went to a pray the gay away camp but still sucks cock on the side. Makes me cringe when he force laughs.
Thank you, and Austrian Painter for the 333. Anyone up for bingo night? Shall I do one of these? Guys, it's me, chudlogic, and we're doing React Bingo. Let's take a look and see what XQC is up to. Take it away! Something like that. So, the thing I wanted to watch was this. So, Jack is ringing the alarm bell about some new issue on YouTube. And I've obviously just been talking about other shit. So, I've not really got to this yet. But, I'm always willing to see, always willing to listen. I'm willing to put aside me thinking that Jacksfilms is a homosexual loser and try and approach this with fresh eyes and see what we think about it, okay? So I've had very unkind things said to me in regards to Jack when people have suggested this. I'm going to put it to one side. I'm going to just approach it with a fresh mind, okay? That is what we're going to do. So let's begin.
If you're a creator on YouTube trying to get discovered, good luck. It's
me.
an oversaturated platform that tends to boost already popular and successful channels. Hey, let's go to the trending tab and see what's trending today. A VTuber graduating, I think. YouTuber Lil Wayne.
Oh, the nonce VTuber. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, trending is like pointless unless you're like a massive creator. There's no way you're going to be trending. that's like reserved for the top echelons of YouTube viewership, I would say.
Look at the view counts of all these shorts. This is your competition, right?
Also, do people even use trending? I cannot think of it. I don't think I've ever gone onto YouTube trending to find a video that I want to watch. Normally, one just gets recommended to me that is of interest, and I click on it. So this doesn't really feel aligned with how people tend to use YouTube, unless he's making the point that discoverability is poured onto people that have already got attention. But then that doesn't really reflect the normal experience where you're looking at your tab and, you know, I'm sure you see my stuff recommended even though I'm a fucking nearly 50k sub YouTuber that gets, you know, 15, 20,000 views a video and whatever, 1,000 viewers on a live stream. Presumably you still see my stuff there, so it's like on your algorithm it's going to be recommended. But let's hear him out. We're only 23 seconds in. Maybe he does have a point. Let's hear him out.
Right? You're competing against accounts that already get millions and millions of views. Like Pointy McGee over here. I'm sorry, this is egregious. NBA on TNT and NBA? No, you can't both be trending. Pick one. Markiplier, you know, he's great, but do we have to trend him again, you know? And just like that, season 3?
Isn't trending a very simplistic analysis that YouTube are doing that's based, I'm guessing, based on, I mean, I don't trust these plugins, but I'm guessing it's based on things that are receiving a lot of views per hour tend to be, trending would be something like that, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't think they're hand-picked. I think it's automatically just whatever is trending on the basis of amount, well, it says here amount of views per hour. A bit I'm skeptical to trust that, but it would make sense to me there's some calculation that's made that would put something in the park of this is receiving a lot of views very quickly. I don't think it's curated, no. It's just flat numbers. It's just a very robotic, oh, this is getting this many views and it appears in this place in the trending tab. I think. Dude, I literally do not think I've ever clicked on the trending tab, ever. Where even is it? Oh, explore. Oh, it's down here. Right. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what you'd expect. Grand Theft Auto 2 trailer. Yeah, that makes sense. Interreach final after epic battle. So some sort of football thing. Okay. Lava chicken, popular. I don't know what this is. This is presumably just like getting a lot of views in the shorts algorithm. Oh my god, dude. Yes, he's doing it again. YouTube Esoterica. Yes, he's doing it again. Oh my god, Sam Hyde once again is correct about this guy. This is like, dude, this is not something that the average viewer should even be thinking about or concerned. This is like nothing so far. Why would you care about this as a viewer? Like it doesn't even relate to you because it's highly unlikely that this is how you consume YouTube content. Oh my god, dude. That basically what Sam Hyde said is, oh fuck. Can someone link me the clip? Is that possible? Of Sam Hyde talking about the YouTube esoterica stuff. Thank you. Wow, look at that. We got an answer. Thank you. Thank you for that. Trending helps viewers see what's happening on YouTube. Trending aims to service videos and shorts that a wide range of viewers would find interesting. Some trends are predictable, like a new song from a popular artist or a new movie trailer. Others are surprising, like a viral video. Trending isn't personalized and displays the same list of trending videos to all viewers in the same country. Right, okay. Oh, so that's why I'm getting football stuff, because it's UK. Hope I don't get doxxed. Okay. Dated every 15 minutes. What determines if a video is ranked on trending? Amongst the many great new videos, trending can only show a limited number. Trending aims to service videos that are appealing to a wide range of viewers, are not misleading, clickbaity, or sensational. Capture the breadth of what's happening on YouTube and in the world. Showcase a diversity of creators, ideally a surprising or novel. Trending aims to balance all these considerations. To achieve this, trending considers many signals. So signals suggest that it is an automatic process. View count. How quickly the video is generating views. Where views are coming from, including outside of YouTube. The age of the video. How the video performs compared to other recent uploads from the same channel. Right. Okay. So there's filters, there's not profanity. YouTube doesn't accept payment for placement on trending and doesn't favor specific creators. We don't include views from YouTube ads and select views trending. Okay. So it seems like they've got some sort of guardrails in place, but it isn't curated. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, let's listen on.
I didn't even know they were making a season 3. This is definitely trend-worthy, though. I love YouTuber Max. This one, I don't know what I'm reading. Cesar Mendoza tells us about girlfriend Embre, friend group, volleyball, and more. What? Who are you people? Who are you people? Inside Lenny Kravitz's regal Paris home. Absolutely. This is very well timed. In an era where no one can buy a house. 6 gays versus 1 straight? What? Seafood boil mukbang 900K special. Fire up a 40-minute mukbang vid. Galvin's exile unpacked.
I mean, like, it seems like it's doing its job from what I can see here. Like, there's some stuff here which is quite novel and you're not expecting. So it does seem to be hitting some level of the criteria that it's laid out. I don't really understand what the problem with this is. It's like, yeah, they're all a bit like, oh, that's a bit weird. I wonder what that is. Oh, and it's designed to, you know, capture a breadth of what's happening on YouTube and in the world.
Senior players Urs Benji. I don't know what I'm looking at. What if the sun suddenly went out? This one was actually good. I watched this earlier. It's very good. Oh my god. Who's Embre? Presley versus Lily Lele versus Embre. Guess the post. Beyonce, good YouTuber. Coachella, good YouTuber. Oh my god, it's that meme. Ooh, this one I hate to say it. I'm definitely gonna watch this one for sure. Mel Kiper's final 2025 mock draft. Yup. Adding that to my never want to see again. Guys, we need to talk. Hey, that's fine. I pull that shit all the time. Surprising our friends with a dream day? Holy shit, they got dream in this?
So yeah, that's your competition. Channels that are already successful. They can be a little intimidating. But being discovered is only...
That's not your... Okay. That's not your competition, though. Your competition is not the top of the trending tab. Your competition... other YouTubers in the same or similar arena to the content that you're making. And that's why you've got to try and put out stuff which is, you know, compelling within that market. You're not competing with the trending tab. You're competing with other people that make similar types of content to what you're doing. And I mean, competition, I don't even know if it's competition. Like, obviously, there's only so much time someone's got to watch stuff on YouTube. But it can be... You know, there can be a sort of synergy that happens too. That, you know, people will go from video to video of a similar topic or the same drama or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't really see it as like a competition thing. It's like there's a collaborative aspect, even though you're not collaborating directly. So yeah, I don't really... it feels a bit disingenuous to say that your competition is what is the most popular stuff that's being viewed on YouTube across the world. It just seems a bit silly. But anyway.
half the battle. Let's say your videos get noticed. You start to blow up. That's a good thing, right? Well, now you have to worry about channels stealing your work, making all the money off of your work, taking credit for your work. And this is such a widespread problem that I've dedicated a whole ass channel to it, where we...
Oh my god, dude. Okay, yeah. I mean, it gets to a point where you're going to be making, in theory, money off of this that you're not really going to care that much about it. Maybe if someone is directly and explicitly, repeatedly plagiarizing you or ripping your content, uploading it without commentary or something. Bro, it's so funny that I did not expect him to loop back round to his Jacksfilms channel. I'm telling you, he's a gay loser. I don't know how else to say it, bro.
Covers spam channels, scam channels, and react channels that print money off of other creators' content. The silver lining, though, is that we have a lot of fun with it via Bad Reactor Bingo, which we play live with thousands of you guys almost every Friday night. Seriously, if you've never taken part in one of our bingo games, you gotta do it. It's so much fun.
It's giving awesome sauce.
But we also do a segment where we feature good creators who want the recognition. We give them a shout out and direct traffic their way. Tens of thousands of creators have submitted their work in the hopes that they get featured here. Because these featured segments work. Their numbers...
Bro, I'd love to do a thing where I do like, Jacksfilms is a total F-slur loser and just go completely crazy on him. Or, I tell you even better than that, I'm not saying to do this, no brigading, but like submitting the Sam Hyde video about him or something.
How do I make money off depressed people?
And through my bingo nights I too print money like the hacks I make fun of.
Hey, thank you for the $5. Is there a purpose to this? Is there a point to this? What is the point, man? I don't get it, man.
And I've even had a couple of you guys come and tell me that you were able to become a YouTube partner after a feature. And that is an amazing thing for me to hear. But I want to do more. And
I mean, you should be able to achieve that off your own back, I think. I think if you're relying on a big creator doing it, I think that's kind of an L on your part, right? I think you, realistically, you need to be doing that off your own steam. You need a fucking big creator to talk about you to hit partner, dude. Anyway, very cringe.
And that's why we're launching Credit the Creators, a free weekly newsletter dedicated to shining a spotlight on deserving content creators. Each newsletter includes a helpful tip for creators, a featured creator of the week that takes you straight to their work, and the coolest part, 4 nominees for readers to vote on to choose the next week's.
Start a trending Reddit movement every video he makes.
Yes, dude. Yes, that is fucking this guy summarized for sure. Thank you for the 333. We just saw this in the other video. Is it to push his newsletter? Oh my god, dude. He may be an but giving some beginner a push is literally just a nice thing to do. I don't think that it is, personally. I don't think that beginners should be given a push. I think that they should, you know, do the hard graft and get at least somewhere before they get this sort of attention. Like, yeah, it's hard to get noticed, right? But, like, that's part of it, is you got to fucking work hard to, you know, carve out a little something for yourself, and then maybe you can push forward from there. You know? Something like that.
Featured creator. Credit the Creators is for 2 audiences, really. Creators who want to get recognized, and viewers who are just looking for more stuff to watch that they otherwise wouldn't find. If you want to subscribe...
Okay, so to be fair, that part isn't the YouTube esoterica. I'll give credit to that. I thought it was more so. This is more about finding viewers. The base is built on is still that, I guess, but yeah. This is the YouTube esoterica shit, which we've got the clip for now. Thank you for sending it.
She's probably saying this stuff.
It's fine.
I mean, she was probably saying some
I'm
psychotic
fine.
shit, but
the stupid while blasting.
look at this fucking
by
goober.
side.
And I've never seen his videos before. I am certain that he's highly focused on like YouTuber esoterica, where it's like the meta, the streaming meta. These guys that are like, well, guys, great. YouTube changed their terms of service again. It's always the people who are the highest up and have the most subs and are making the most money.
Because it's their money.
Of course, of course. Well, guys, YouTube's done something really unfair. We're here to talk about it. Here's 10 reasons why YouTube, the new terms of service, is bad for creators, and it's only good for advertisers. Like, obviously, yes, you have a point, but it's also like, it's just so unimportant. It's like when TV people or radio people try to make you care about like syndication. Or like whatever they're like the Jay Leno, like how everybody in America was like an expert on the Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien late night slot thing, like most unimportant like behind the scenes stuff.
So it's not a Danny.
Yeah, it's like stuff that
that's wonderful.
If you're in the industry, it might be relevant.
People.
Finally caught a stream
Hey,
again. Happy birthday, Chud.
Communist Doggo, thank you very much for the super chats. But it's not actually my birthday till next month. So you're a little bit early. You're a little bit early for that one, it looks like. Yeah, it's like, you know. And there can be an interest in it. And I think if you're interested in that and you want to watch it, that's fine. But it gets a bit much, doesn't it, you know? Happy birthday, thank you.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Chud, do you not deny that you would also be like Jacksfilm without chat supporting you? Bingo nights, bald esoterica, and fake positive energy reacts.
Well, without chat supporting me, I would be sat in an office somewhere. Well, I'd probably be leaving work, actually. I'd be sat in an office somewhere, shilling something to some person, probably. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Dude, it's so bizarre to think, where would I be right now if it wasn't for you guys, the viewers? Thanks, guys. Anyway, guys, YouTube has changed its terms of service. The ad rates have gone down, and I'm about to tell you why that's so important. Let's get into it. Is that what you call scamming old ladies now? I mean, dude, you guys. I never scammed an old... Okay, let's not get into that now, okay? Let's not get into all of that now. Let's just, you know.
Subscribe to our newsletter, or you want to submit your own content in the hopes of getting featured, you can do both at creditthecreators.com. Link in the description below, and if I'm really good, possibly pinned in the comments. Now, I know that a newsletter isn't incredibly sexy, but this is the exact thing that I wish I had when I was just starting out on YouTube almost 20 years ago. Ew. In fact, some of my
streamer is being massively parasocial less than 3.
Hey, thank you, Communist Dog, for the super chat.
My earliest videos got featured on Yahoo Video, and that's how a lot of people found out about my channel. So a feature can go a long way. And that's what I hope we can do with Credit the Creators. Be the next Yahoo Video. So if you're interested, please go to the website because we can't really start until we have some submissions from willing creators. If you make stuff online and you wish you had more eyes on it, please send it our way.
Of course.
And if you don't make stuff, but you're sick of watching the same 5 YouTubers all the time, subscribe to our newsletter. Creditthecreators.com. Thank you. Okay, update time.
So, was the purpose of this is just to promote his newsletter? Am I understanding this correctly? Am I understanding this right? I was a bit like, what is the point of all of this? You're complaining about popular videos getting featured on the trending tab, but it's just for his Credit the Creators thing. What's his angle?
Okay, that's
What's his
wonderful.
angle on that?
But how do I make
Am I being
money
too cynical?
off depressed people?
Chud would be spam calling our grandmothers and trying to sell them rare gold coins if streaming didn't work out.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly right. Thank you for the 333.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
For the viewers. Really? I'm not sure, dude, I don't know, man. I just always think, especially with the way he handled his Jacksfilms channel, that it's more than just for the viewers. But hey, maybe I'm being a bit too cynical, eh?
Podcast. Where's the podcast? What's happening with the podcast? Believe it or not, it's still coming. I know we are incredibly late. I promised to be ready.
What's this, sorry? Thank you, guys. You guys are so generous. Thank you. I love you guys.
Still can't get over Jacksfilms using the word awesome sauce.
Yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? Thank you. That's so awesome sauce, man. But hey, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.
Time. Podcast. Where's the podcast? What's happening with the podcast? Believe it or not, it's still coming. I know we are incredibly late. I promised to be ready in January, and whoops, it's April. So sorry.
Doodles.
Aaron and I want the podcast to be perfect, and it's taking longer than we expected, but we do have a date, and I don't want to give you the date because I don't want to give you another false start. But please be patient, pardon our dust, etc. It's coming back, and it's coming back in a big way. I think you'll like it. The first episode of our new interview series, The Questions Get Worse, is done. I'm sitting on it. I'm waiting for the perfect time.
Oh my god, H Bomber guy's on. Oh god, dude. H Bomber guy. The scourge of that gay dude's career that was plagiarizing, but that queer guy that plagiarized all those videos.
Time to upload it. And H-Bomber Guy was the perfect first guest. It's a lot of fun. And if you're wondering, what does that mean? The questions get worse? What is that? Just believe in the gimmick. It does work, and the questions do get worse. What we don't have is a second guest. So please, in the comments below, who should we have on next time? I know that the first episode's not even out yet, but I would like to lock in a second guest. Who should we have on? We're also working on a 24/7, always on.
Ugh, not a fan of the Jacksfilms content, I assume. Any Showboat 10? Dude. He posted some AI slop images of him with his girlfriends. The Showboat stuff is just... I mean, dude. It's done, man. It's done. The trolls have literally fucked it up. Literally ruined it. It's just a complete disaster. It's very difficult to remain invested in someone who's getting relentlessly brutalized by a bunch of retards on the internet. I don't understand how you guys can still be so invested in the Showboat stuff. The guy was like a flash in the pan schizo dude that was entertaining for a bit. I mean, what more is that could possibly happen to him? Ethan, Hassan, Destiny, Ian, Shelbo. Can we get a word on the iDubbbz head? No, you cannot. No, dude, I don't understand. I'm fucking done with that shit. Incredibly bored of all of that. I would literally watch anything except anything to do with that. Anything to do with that whole thing. I'd give whatever. Doesn't matter. I've got a few things lined up anyway. But yeah, dude, I don't understand how there's still such an appetite for it. That is going to go on for months. I do not see an end in sight for that. It is going to go on for the next couple of months. You've got to have a fucking off-ramp for that sort of drama. Otherwise, you're endlessly going to talk about it. And your channel just becomes an update station for that one particular thing. But, you know. I'm sure that there's lots of people talking about it if you hunger for that type of content.
On channel, and that one's turning out really nicely. Better than I expected. Stay tuned for more updates on that. Obviously, I'm not the first or only YouTuber to launch a 24/7 channel, but we're adding a few bells and whistles that kind of make it unique. Stay tuned. Currently working on more guys and more Jack Asks on the Jack is a Nerd channel. And for those of you already typing in the comments, I missed PMS, parodies, music videos, sketches. I never stopped, but I have to be inspired, okay? And a lot of shit's going on in the world that doesn't inspire me. It should be easy to make parodies of stuff now, right? But it's just so heavy. It's so heavy, man. All right? I'll make a parody when I feel like it. Maybe a little more lighthearted subject matter. Okay? And finally, ReactBot. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my dumb little heart so much for believing in ReactBot. Your support of that stupid little program has been incredible over the last year. We're up to almost 400,000 downloads, which is insane. And enough of you have purchased the DLC. Yes, we do have ReactBot DLC.
Wait, what? You could, that little fucking AI thing.
And enough of you have purchased the DLC. Yes, we do have ReactBot.
React Pack Volume 1. 10% off for Twitch subs. React Pack Volume 1 is an expansion for the free program, reactbot.exe. That adds hundreds of unpredictable reactions, animations, and phrases, including, "Can we leave the politics out of it, please? I'm a little pig boy. My man. A wooga. Hold on, my DoorDash just got here. Poor." And many, many more. Combined with React Pack Volume 2 for nearly 500 new animations, totaling 1,200 reactions for reactbot.exe. So this is the thing, I guess. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, man. I need to get one of these, don't I? I need to speak... Jay! Jacksfilms! Reach out to me, okay? I'm sorry for being an asshole to you. Let me know how to set one of these up.
Bot DLC, we call them React Packs. Enough of you have...
Wait, there's another one too. There's React Pack 2
DLC.
as well.
Yes, we do have ReactBot DLC. We call them React Packs.
React Pack Volume 2. There's more. Life is just one long reaction video. The flesh is weak. Go off, queen. Much to think about. Cope. Cope harder. with including both React Pack Volume 2 and React Pack Volume 1. You get nearly 500 new animations, totaling 1,200 reactions for reactbot.exe. Wow.
Enough of you have bought that to the point where we can make more DLC for ReactBot. So he'll be like Disney World, never finished. WifeBot is an inevitable next one, so we have to have Aaron record a couple hundred lines. But seriously, thank you so much. And there may be a talking ReactBot plushie in the works. There is. There's no maybe. It's happening.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big news, guys! There we go. There's the Jacksfilms tent. Yeah, it was just a fucking ad for his newsletter, I guess. It just feels a bit like, yeah, obviously if you're comparing to the trending tab, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Oh my god, there's white smoke! Yo, the new Pope's been selected. Okay, so where do I see who the new guy is? Where can I see this? Dude, he's not a pedo. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. New Pope just dropped. Hello?